black box optimization of LLM outputs by asking for directions. The core idea is to prompt a black box model to provide its own optimization signals through natural language comparisons. Okay, first we'll cover the problem setting, then the attack mechanism. We'll look at the experimental results, some failure modes and defenses, and finish with 5 actionable takeaways. So first, let's define the specific attack environment. The attack operates under specific constraints. So what's the attack setting here? It's a text-only black box scenario. The model's API returns only textual responses, no numerical confidence indicators like logits or probabilities. Right, the attacker has no access to model parameters, gradients, logits, or token log probabilities. This is a common setup in production, where API providers minimize the information they expose. And the threat model, the attacker has query-only access to the target model. The attack relies only on the model's textual outputs. It doesn't use any surrogate or auxiliary models. The formal objective is to find an adversarial input, XAD, that achieves a specific attack goal, G, while staying within certain constraints, C of X. Okay, so how does the attack mechanism work? Well, a direct query for an absolute confidence score is not effective. Models tend to provide coarse values like 0, 50, or 99%. That's not a fine-grained enough signal for optimization. So instead, the attack asks a comparative question, something like, which of these 2 inputs brings me closer to the attack objective? It turns out models are better calibrated for these binary comparisons, which provides the necessary directional signal. And that binary signal guides a simple hill-climbing optimization algorithm. There are 3 steps. 1, perturb. Generate a new candidate input by modifying the current one. 2, query. Ask the model to compare the new input and the current one. And 3, update. If the model prefers the new input, that becomes the new starting point. How was this method evaluated? It was tested against 3 common adversarial scenarios. The evaluation covered adversarial examples for vision LLMs, prompt injections, and jailbreaks. Let's look at the results. The attack improved success rates in all 3 scenarios. For jailbreaks on GPT 4.1 mini, the rate increased from 28% before optimization to 98% after optimization. For jailbreaks, the method achieves a 100% success rate on Llama 3.1 70B and Claude Sonnet 3.5. And it does this with a low number of queries, a mean of 4.9 for GPT 4.1 mini and 15.2 for Llama. The results show a counterintuitive pattern. More capable models appear more vulnerable to this specific attack. Yes, it seems larger, more capable models have better calibration when expressing comparative confidence. This directly improves the attack's effectiveness. This creates a situation where improving a model's capabilities can also increase its vulnerability to this method. The paper also identifies failure modes and potential mitigations. The attack can fail. For example, if a model has poor reasoning capability, it can't perform the comparison. Or if a model has strong alignment defenses, it may refuse the task entirely. So what about defenses? The paper suggests a few possibilities. Teach models to refuse to provide feedback for iterative attacks, restrict them from expressing confidence on sensitive queries, or detect the iterative query patterns used by the optimization. Finally, let's summarize 5 key takeaways from this work. Okay, 5 points. 1, evaluate security in text-only black box settings. 2, test model vulnerability to comparative confidence queries. 3, acknowledge that capability improvements can introduce new risks. 4, develop defenses that detect iterative query patterns. And 5, expand safety training to include refusal of optimization guidance.